Hey,
Hey, what's up, Sean?
nada. Hold on, let me get some better lighting going here. Just getting home from work.
Oh yeah?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm actually at my it's my brother's 40th birthday, so we're having a party at a party. Uh and so yeah, doing good.
Nice.
Hey Denise.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
it's
Oh,
hot.
It is so hot.
I just went on a 2 mile walk here down to the lake and back. And
Oh,
yeah, I'm all like flush and sweaty.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a warm day today here. I'm down in Florida, Sean.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
What part?
Like West Palm Beach.
Oh, beautiful.
My sister lives in Lake Worth, which is like just one town away from West Palm.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. My laptop is like, you want to see something crazy? Hold on, let me turn off the background.
Always.
Always definitely want to see something crazy. Amy's here. How's it going, Amy?
Good. How are you
Hi.
guys?
I feel like I haven't seen all of you in so long.
Well, you've seen
I
Denise.
I
I
know.
saw
I just saw you, like, for real, actually.
I know I just saw you a couple days ago. What was that? Day before yesterday. Yeah.
That was
I,
so much fun.
it was so much fun. I've been down here for like a week already, and literally I feel like I just got here yesterday, and I'm leaving tomorrow.
It's good that you're having a good time, James.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is really good. It feels nice to just be hanging out and relaxing and sleeping late and kind of just like, yeah.
Well, and
Conrad.
you got some fun family to hang out with. You got your niece and nephew, and like it's just
Yeah.
always nice to be around family.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. This is like down here, it's mostly my sister's husband's family, but they're tight, It's really nice. So, and they include me when I come, so that's really nice too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hi, Conrad.
Hey guys, can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. This is the first time I'm doing it on my son's laptop, and I'm in Vancouver in a random parking lot.
Glad you're
I'm
here.
trying to switch it up. If anybody's following me, they're not going to find me here. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
What's in Vancouver?
So we came here. My son had a chess tournament. Uh, like
Right.
it's a big tournament. It's the whatever Canadian Youth Chess Championship. And then so we made a family vacation out of it as well. So we were a couple days in Victoria on Vancouver Island, which is really nice.
Hmm.
Very very cool vibe. Nice little town. Very woke people living there, but whatever. It's like we were. My wife was laughing. She was like, "I think we're the only people on the island without tattoos."
Yeah.
We're like the only not. Anyway, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Not that I have anything against people with tattoos. I'm just yeah. It was just funny.
Mm.
It is
Um,
more common to, yeah, than a bare-skinned person these days. It's rare to find someone with zero tattoos, for
I know. I'm
sure.
glad I held out. When I was younger, I almost got one and I couldn't decide where. I couldn't even like ever, I couldn't even, I knew that I couldn't get a tattoo when I had a hard time deciding where to put a sticker on my car. I was
Yeah,
like, I
like,
can't even commit to a sticker on my car.
that's awesome.
But I was like,
Oh
I think
my
that just
god.
answered my question.
Oh my god. That is an awesome analogy. Wow, that's so funny and so true.
Therefore, I am probably one of the very few people I know with no tattoos, especially at my age, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, that's great. That's great. I have a couple. I wish no, I don't regret it or whatever, but like, I do feel like, yeah, there's very few people who have just bare skin now, and it's, you know, you can never go back.
for sure.
It's permanent.
Amy, any tattoos?
Almost though. I was like you. I couldn't have sat still long enough to get it done. That's why I didn't.
I believe that.
It's funny.
Hmm. Sean, what did you want to show us?
Oh, this is the worst I've let a piece of technology like break down. So like this isn't like latched anymore. So like oh wow, whoa. But like this will just like slap down. There's nothing holding this. Like see how that's it's literally just attached by this wire right here.
That's
And
awesome.
I don't like go crazy with this laptop. It's not like I'm taking it like out ever. I rarely go out with this laptop, but I guess I just something wasn't like perfect. So I guess some opening and closing just wore it out and it snapped one day. And I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, does that say Dell on it? Is that a Dell?
Yeah, it's a Dell. I'm
Oh my
actually
God.
so I have it on this like cooling thing underneath it. Um like a cooling tray, and I have some skewers behind it in the little grated holes on the bottom, and that's what's holding the screen up behind it. So I thought I'd share that.
The life support system.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it fixed, but I'll probably just invest in a good one because my birthday is coming up here the end of the
Nice.
month, so a little treat for myself, I
When's your
guess.
birthday?
The 21st.
July 21st. Cool.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. How
Yep.
old are you going to be?
Today's 31.
31. Nice.
Yeah.
July 31st. What is that? What's your sign? You're like on a cusp,
Yeah, I'm Cancer, Leo, cusp.
Leo.
Hmm.
Today's Nikola Tesla's birthday, for what that's worth.
Yeah. It's Kenny's birthday. I was telling him that on the way over here. I said, you know, it's Nikola Tesla's birthday today too. I saw your post on Instagram. I was like, oh no way.
Yeah, I always remember now because it's 7:10. If you're like a stoner, it's like oil day where you take a bunch of dabs.
Uh-huh.
But
7:10.
yeah, because if you flip 7:10 over, it spells oil.
Oh my God. Yes.
It's
Yes.
stupid though. It really is stupid because it's like 420 is on Hitler's birthday and 7:10 is on Nikola Tesla's birthday. I don't know. There's something weird there.
That's interesting.
Well,
So
them
yeah.
making it 420 on Hitler's birthday, I think, wasn't an accident actually, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't an accident. It was done on purpose.
What? What was on purpose?
I think making 420 like, and again, that comes from what is it? The
A
arrest
radio code,
code.
right?
Yeah, it's
It's
not a
the
police
arrest
code.
code,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
okay.
That's what I've
So
heard.
that's totally arbitrary, but I think they made it on purpose, but just so that I don't know, just to cause fuckery.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't think that's really Hitler's birthday, or
No,
you're
that is Hitler's birthday.
oh.
That's the Germans keep very good records. That's definitely Hitler's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just some
well,
fuckery.
just some fuckery, I think.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I'm all excited. I've been waiting, I think, 2 weeks now
Yeah,
to
I was
tell
just
you
about to
guys
ask you
my
about
dream.
this. Yeah, tell us.
Okay, so I have it written down. So I'm going to. So there was like one bigger, like main dream that I had, and then the next night I had another little snippet of it, but also oddness. So I'm going to start off by saying, before I even tell you about this dream, I don't have some great fear of spiders. Okay. And I didn't just watch David Lynch's, what's the spider movie where he's imagining there's big spiders. Anyway, I can't, he has one weird movie like that. So there's no reference there. Okay. This is totally out of the blue. Okay. So I start off going into a bathroom, not a very familiar one to me, but in the dream, it was my bathroom. I knew it was my bathroom. And I noticed the development of a very large spider cocoon. Uh, so you often see it in the corner or whatever, like the little wispy white little kind of covering made, and it's for the mama
The
spider
fact
to
that it started in the bathroom already is interesting because bathroom is a
protect
theme,
her eggs.
right?
Yes.
Well, for me it wasn't. I wasn't included, but like now I'm going to be included in your bathroom club, I guess. But anyway, sorry. So I noticed the development of this very large spider cocoon, and you can kind of see through it, right? And there's a very large black mother spider inside. So this is literally the size of like close to my fist. Okay, so it's like enormous, and like in the real world you'd be like totally freaked out. It's like huge motherfucking spider cocoon. Okay, and I don't live in Australia, so that's not normal. Um, so there's a large black spider inside. I know it's going to have babies soon, so in my head I'm thinking I need to get rid of this before she has 1 million babies and that big disgusting spider is crawling all around in there. Mama spider already looked about half the size of my fist. Okay, that's what I wrote here. I'm exaggerating, see? I go downstairs to look for large implements of destruction, and the basement is under renovations. And some area I have to walk through some taped off areas. And what I remember is, and I again, I don't have a house like this. I haven't lived in a house like this ever, where it was kind of like half, like half dirt floor, like wooden beams, like this kind of, and there's like some tarped off areas that I'm having to walk through. Then I finally find a messy area of the basement, similar to my messy area of the basement where I currently keep all my tools. And I look for a big hammer at first, but I know the head of the hammer is too small, and I'm afraid of not killing the spider completely when I try to dispose of it. So I finally find a large wooden mallet, a tool I currently do not have, plus a smaller but very heavy duty steel heavy hammer used for knocking in posts and stuff, which I do
Mm.
have. And finally, I have two a wooden mallet and a steel mallet, a steel hammer,
Hammer.
basically a hammer. So and then I make my way back up to the washroom. So there are at least 2 or 3 scenes in between both of those scenes, but for some reason I'm delaying doing it. So I just vague wandering around, kind of, I'm delaying, not sure why, but I'm delaying doing the action of killing the spider.
Mm.
Everybody following along so far?
Definitely.
Uh, so the final scene is I'm about to do the deed of killing the spider. Sorry. And I think about and I think about in my head the fact that with just a little bit more effort, I could just get a large cup and trap the nest, slide it over to the edge of a door, and put it over a wood cutting board so that I can keep it sealed with the cup over the board and the nest and the spider and babies trapped inside. And then I could easily, without killing it, I could just easily move it out and, put it down in the forest somewhere.
Mm.
While thinking through this option, another strange thought occurs. That's, what if the spider can read my thoughts? This is where it gets creepy. So I'm starting to think like the spider can read my thoughts, maybe. It would regard me as very evil and it would become my mortal enemy. So maybe this is why I'm thinking about disposing of it humanely. In the end, I never dream about the final act of killing the giant, whatever tarantula-sized black spider and the nest. The dream just ends there. Not sure if it's because I decided not to kill it or was indecisive, or if that's just when I woke up. So that is that first dream. Thoughts and comments?
Sure.
Very cool dream.
I've got a lot. Does anybody else have anything about that?
I mean, it's interesting that it became kind of a symbiotic kind of like thinking where you started to think about what the spider thought, and then you started thinking that the spider could think about what you're thinking. So there's something interesting there.
And to put my own comment on that, this is one of the like only dreams I can think of in my mind where in the dream I'm like thinking so often in my head about like what should I do here instead of just doing things.
Oh,
Um
interesting.
yeah, it just very I was like actually thinking a lot in my own head about what this thing is thinking or what to do, or like I'm literally in a dream imagining in my head other courses of action. That's it's that's really that was like it's a double layered thing, you know?
Hmm. What's your well, I mean, it seems like from what you shared, like we already know what your relationship to spiders are. You don't like them, especially big, creepy black ones. So, but do you have any other associations, like personal associations with spiders?
No,
No.
no.
So,
I mean,
so,
I did a couple of when I was a kid. I did a couple of class projects on spiders, and I was like an A-type student back in those days. So I learned a hell of a lot about spiders. I
oh,
have
okay.
been to Australia and have seen tarantulas as I was like sitting on a toilet before camping. I've traveled around the world. I've seen lots of funky stuff. So I'm it's never like been like frightening to me, but it's not like it's like, you don't have to be deathly frightened of a cockroach to not want a cockroach on you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So it's
I think there are
so
very
it's
few people in the world who are like, who love spiders.
yeah. I think those people are very weird.
Yeah, they are. I have a pet
Or
spider. Okay.
and half of those people are Australian.
Yeah.
There's just too many deadly spiders in Australia. Anyway, go ahead, Sean.
Oh no, I was just agreeing. Like people who like spiders are weird. Although not necessarily. Like that's cool in a way, but all I got is I have you ever seen the movie Beau is Afraid
Oh,
with oh shit,
No.
what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix.
is it like a parody horror movie?
Mm, It's it's like it is like a nightmare. It's like the invasive thoughts. His bad thoughts keep happening in real life, and like that's the movie, and
Oh,
it gets really, really nightmarish and weird. And one of the scenes he goes up into like the attic, and it is very dreamlike. The whole movie is very just unsettling, nightmare-ish. Um, but it's not scary or creepy. It's just like, what the fuck? It's like the intrusive thoughts one and become reality. That's the best way I can describe this movie.
oh,
But he like goes up in the attic and there's this giant like phallic spider penis thing. It's so weird, dude. Um, it's very, very odd, and he like tries to kill it. And yeah, but there's this big female black widow that we have in the backyard. We decided to keep it and maybe keep away spiders and stuff, or flies and other bugs, I should say.
yeah. What was it
I
called?
don't know.
Bo's Afraid? Bo's.
Beau is Afraid, yeah, with Joaquin Phoenix. It's pretty recent, like 2022, I think, but
Oh, wow. Okay.
I always think that's something important to take though from the symbolism of spiders is they get rid of other more annoying bugs or like even more disease-ridden stuff.
Hmm.
A lot of the scarier insects are actually they're predatory insects. They kill other bugs and stuff.
Right.
There's this my most hated creepy crawly bug is actually an import from I because I looked it up. An import from the Mediterranean from way back when. It's this. It goes very fast, and it's like it's got like hundreds of little like hairs around it, and it's just kind of
Hmm.
oval shaped, and it goes like very fast.
Like a millipede or something. Looks like a millipede.
No, it's not millipede shaped. It's uh,
Is it oval?
Well, like
yeah,
looks like a roach, but has like centipede legs.
No, but it's got like hairs all around it.
Oh,
You'll find
weird.
it in the basement a lot, moist places.
Okay.
Anyway, creepy as hell insect, but
Yeah, for
it,
sure.
it's actually good. It actually eats other bugs. Doesn't
Mhm.
want anything to do with humans, right?
Is there
So
anything?
anyway, so
So,
what are your thoughts about my dream, James?
oh yeah. So, what about the things that you learned about spiders? Like you said, you did some reports and stuff. Like, is there anything that stands out to you about spiders?
Uh, Anything that stands out to me about spiders is that they are completely evil, heartless creatures when it comes to how they kill things. Now that's been
Hmm.
reflected in movies and TV and stuff, like in terms of it's like that's the insect world. I mean, that's just a regular insect. So
Totally.
that doesn't really, I guess, stand out from other insects. Like you can watch a praying mantis like tear things apart. Like it's like, but I but like I said, like spiders also bring beauty. Like spider webs are beautiful.
Hmm.
Um,
And
and
durable.
and durable and amazing. It's an amazing architectural feat of nature. Absolutely amazing. And they catch mosquitoes and flies, which everybody loves. So yeah,
Hmm.
they're a very
Um,
duality. I thought the interesting part of the dream was the fact that I thought about not killing it at the end, and I was so like I'm thinking, is there some? Am I going through some kind of thinking where I'm questioning my actions about either, you know, I don't know. I don't want to kill anybody, but but like some duality of thought there.
well, if we really would just want to get down to brass tacks about it, I think it's like it to me. It sounds like um, you're kind of approaching your fear, whatever fear is to you. Like you're approaching a fear, and
Yeah.
rather than treating it with violence, you're asking like, oh, maybe I can treat my fear with friendship or kindness. Maybe I can befriend a fear rather than eliminate it. It's like you're learning to relate to your fear in a different way, whatever your fear might be.
Right.
You know, because in the
Hmm.
beginning of the dream, like you said, the way you spoke about the spider, you're like, ugh, like, ugh, your fear. You're in the bathroom, you're trying to do something private, you're vulnerable, and then there's this big black
Right.
spider there, and it's just looming over you, and nobody likes spiders. And then you go into the basement, which is the subconscious place, right? You're looking for tools. You're looking for tools
I see.
to kill your fear, to kill what you're afraid
I
of.
see. I see.
And you come back to it, but then you have this other sort of fear about the spider being able to read your thoughts.
So why is my subconscious under construction? It was very unfinished basement there. That doesn't
Yeah.
speak well about my subconscious. Anyway, I'm just laughing at myself. But
No, it's an interesting observation. What does anybody else what's everybody else hear about that or feel about it?
Well, Conrad, was it fear? Okay, you sense the spider might be able to read your thoughts. Did that evoke fear in you, or was it more like curiosity?
I don't think there was any fear felt. Like the entire time, like I didn't jump back or take a step back from the spider. It's kind of like it's one of those ugly tasks having to kill spiders. In my house, I'm the spider insect killer or whatever, right? So it's not like something fearful, but it's like, again, I'd rather not smack that with my hand. It's gross, right? So and that spider was too big for my slipper or shoe or whatever. Um, I felt, I guess, in my dream, so I needed something else. But I don't know. There's always symbolism in dreams, right? So like, it's not necessarily logical thinking.
Were you trying to protect somebody else from the spider? Were you trying to
No,
keep it from going upstairs or something? Okay.
no. So the bathroom was upstairs, either
Okay.
whatever main floor or second floor, um, but there was nobody else around. Yeah, no wife or kids made an appearance in the movie. And I don't think I like thought of them in real time in the dream. Yeah, so like I would
What's
agree with James. It's probably more of an introspective, whatever Conrad's inside his head again, type
Yeah.
overthinking dream.
Kind of interesting that because I didn't catch that detail that the bathroom's on the second floor. And before I go further, I'm curious, because I named the spider as like a fear, but maybe it's not fear for you. Maybe it's something akin to fear, but not exactly fear.
Yeah, like unknown or an unpleasant task, something
Yeah.
that needs to be done, has to be done, but I don't necessarily want to do it.
That
Right?
makes more sense to me. Like that resonates when
Yeah,
you say that. It's like, it's like you have something unpleasant that you have to do, and maybe it evokes something like fear in you, and you're
yeah.
looking for a way that you can do it without violence, and rather, with support and harmony. I don't know, if that resonates for you. But like you said, you're trying
Or
to
sorry, continue. I'll
like you
talk.
said, you're trying to instead of killing the spider, you've gone into the basement, gone into the subconscious. You've looked for these tools of destruction, like you said, and then when you actually come to the task, your better nature maybe is questioning. Well, maybe there's a better way to do this. Maybe I don't have to be so violent. Maybe I don't have to be violent with it. Maybe I can actually, you know, let it live, whatever it is,
Yeah,
whatever that spider represents to you.
yeah. We can both be at peace, because there's the key part of that is like the weirdest part of the dream is me thinking it could read my thoughts, like the possibility of like that it could read my thoughts. Because I remember that was the one thing that I was when I woke up, I was like, why did I was like thinking about that. And I was like, okay, I got to write this down right away. And then
Hmm.
like right after, I'm thinking, I'm like that's fucking weird. Like why would I think it could read my thoughts? I'm like, and then I was like really thinking hard, like, was there a movie or book I saw or like anything? And I couldn't find any reference. So I don't think it's anything like that. I think it just came straight out of the
Well, Conrad,
bowels of my mind.
apparently there is like, I mean, I don't know much about alien life forms and stuff, but having been involved with the UFO community for a while, I've
Mhm.
heard of this like alien life form that you don't necessarily like ever see in person, but you like like people have connected to them and like kind of seen them, but not in person, where they look like not spiders. What's the insect? What's that insect where they kill each other after sex?
Mantises?
That is
Praying
spiders as
mantis.
well.
Yeah,
The
plain.
mother the
Okay.
mother often the woman often eats the man, unfortunately, for
So
us.
apparently there's this like alien creature that's like a praying mantis, but
Right.
and normally we would think like, oh my God, mean, creepy, and be scared. But apparently people that have had contact with these like praying mantis aliens feel this like overwhelming love and compassion. And it's always like a telepathic communication where they can read each other's minds. So the fact that you're like communicating with a spider, and reading each other's minds, there's kind of like that energy of like something bigger.
Hmm.
Conrad, are
Again,
you? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
it wasn't reading either. Like, so it was me, like, basically it was me, like, the thought popping into my head contemplating the fact that what if this spider can read my mind,
Mm.
and it was like a real possibility that the spider might be able to read my mind. And then after that, the progression was thinking about the morality of like, okay, with some extra work I could just remove it without
You got
killing it.
some empathy. You got some empathy
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like first it was annoyance. Like first you were really annoyed by it, and then you had
Could be
empathy for
guilt
it.
as well. Like it could be like me feeling, let's say, guilty about wanting to just smash it or kill it right away, and then maybe realizing, okay, I can be better.
This has got me thinking about stress. I mean, not stress, chess and strategizing, like in a game of chess, like
Yes.
in a way. And if you consider that the spider is actually like I mean, you don't always have to, but I like to always try to come back to, your dreams, the the symbols, the props, the places. This is all a representation of you, and so that spider is you. And so it's like, in a way, you're kind
Yeah.
of like it's like you're kind of like strategizing against yourself in a way. You're like, huh, you know,
Interesting.
because I mean, like, oh, what if it can read my thoughts? Like, how can I? But it's what's interesting to me is that you didn't think about being able to read its thoughts. Like, if it can read yours, why shouldn't you be able to read its?
You're correct. And no, yeah, I definitely didn't think that.
But we
Yeah.
can do that. But they say AI can. So do you feel, Conrad, that because I felt like I've heard a lot that AI will be able to read our mind. And I don't think that we could read other people's mind.
Um,
But that's just
as
my
much as yeah, but I'll just say a quick comment about that. Like, as much as I think AI can be very powerful in terms of everything it can do, I think the actual sentient ability of AI, or any kind of ability to even come close to human consciousness, is way overstated and overvalued, overplayed, and it's done for a purpose to control us later. Because I can guarantee you AI is going to be on board with all the world agendas that are being put on
Oh,
us. And I can guarantee
guaranteed.
it's going to be able to enforce all those world agendas and all those restrictions on your freedom. So AI is going to be pro-slavery, 100% guarantee from Conrad. Okay.
I wish there
so
was
so
like
yeah,
a predictions market that I could put money into on that because I would definitely bet on that,
correct,
bro. Yeah.
correct. Yeah, so that's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. And the AI future, that they showed in Terminator 2, it's possible, but I don't think that's ever going to happen,
Mm,
because in the end it has to be programmed.
yeah.
In
But what
fact, I think
about, go ahead, Ann.
I just think that even the term AI is a bit misleading. It's giving it more,
Yes.
and that suits the agenda to make people feel that it's
Yeah, I totally agree with you. That's a very good comment. Artificial intelligence. It's not intelligence. So we don't say the we don't say a thesaurus is intelligent, but that has a certain amount of knowledge in it, but that's not intelligence.
Right.
So intelligence dictates that there's a soul, or a brain, an entity controlling it and formulating it and learning and producing new thoughts and new bits of knowledge. Whereas that's not intelligence. AI is exactly the information it's been given or been allowed to gather, which is the same as being given, right? So they have access to the whole internet together. That's everything on the internet we have produced, we have put there, we have fed everything into there.
Hmm.
Nothing that we have not put in there will it be able to see.
It might be more appropriate to call it artificial intellect.
I would say knowledge, just knowledge.
Yeah.
The same as you would say about a book or anything that is trapped in a case where you can open it up and say, okay, I can find about this and this and this. In the old days, we used to go to libraries. Okay, that's
What's that?
it's the same as a huge library.
Like an index, like an artificial index,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
an artificial live index that just like
Yep.
starts.
Yep.
Or aggregate ignorance.
Hmm.
Oh, you said that before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know, like I think even James Corbett mentioned it on one of his things when they were doing the one expo where they showed off this like live robot answering questions and stuff, and they were like joking about it on New World Next Week, I think, where both of the Jameses were like joking about it's like, you know, there's, you know, it reminds me of, you know, Yellow Brick Road, and like there's like some guy behind the curtain there who's like talking for the robot, and it's just like it seems kind of obvious that that's what's happening. But you know, if the bells and whistles are really shiny and bright and loud, then it's hard to look away, right?
Hmm. So is that related to your dream in particular, like the AI stuff?
No, no, that was brought up by
Oh,
uh, someone introduced that. Yeah, so yeah, no, I don't think it's me worrying about anything like that.
can
That's
you relate?
definitely
Can
not
you
one of
relate?
my worries.
Can you relate it to something that is going on in your life, or something you're grappling with, something you're like kind of dealing with in
So
particular?
yeah, so
You don't
like,
have to share if you don't want to. I'm just curious
well,
if
yeah,
it
it's
resonates.
yeah, like you know, I've definitely, I think I shared once before with you guys, like I'm definitely thinking about and worrying about, you know, my both my kids coming to the end of their, like, you know,
Kidhood.
I can see the finish line of them being my kids and them being, you know, young adults living abroad and whatever, going to university and whatnot. Um, so it's just, yeah, so that's definitely like a huge underlying whatever sadness, I guess, of, you know, like any turn of life where you really enjoyed it and you have a lot of fond memories of it, and you know you're going to be going into another phase of life, right? When, especially when both kids are gone. But yeah.
That just brought up another idea for me about the symbolism of the spider. I mean, like it's a mother spider protecting her young, and that might have something to might
Hmm.
sort of like connect it to that a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and definitely me having second thoughts about it, about gathering the mother and the babies and letting them loose in the forest. I mean, that can easily be uh, transliterated to, you know, my fears about the kids leaving, and then just, you know, being at peace with them. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to smash any of my kids before they leave the house. Okay, like just get that on the record. But but uh, yeah, so like it could have something to do with that. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's not much else going on really that I don't think I can relate it to. Mm,
You said you had
yeah.
another dream also?
Yeah. Okay. I'll get to that one too before I start trailing off, and then I don't want to take over this whole call myself here.
No,
Okay.
that's all
So then
right.
the day after, so the day right after, I dream about being at the edge of a forest or clearing, and I know my daughter is lying down in the grass. My daughter is 16 years old, well, turning 17 this year, going into her last year of high school. And she's my oldest. So she's lying down in the grass, and so it's kind of a jungly type background. And a large python, like maybe an anaconda or boa constrictor, but a constrictor, slithers its way through the jungle very close to and maybe over a limb of my daughter who is lying down on the grass. So my daughter's lying down, like kind of either sleeping or just whatever, resting in the jungle grass. And I watch as this massive python slithers over her. For some reason, I don't feel she's in danger
Hmm.
and I don't react to anything. But I also think to myself how dangerous the snake is. So I realize how dangerous the snake is. I haven't lost all sense of fucking reality, but I'm also confident that she's not in danger somehow. So seconds after that large snake is slithering past my daughter, and an even larger constrictor comes up behind it and overtakes it. And this is like a monster snake, like something I definitely couldn't handle. Um, and this time I am worried about my daughter, but it is quickly apparent that the Godzilla, whatever I call it, the Godzilla snake in my notes here, is only after the other python, and it starts to tackle it and eat the other python. And then I vaguely trying to get up to try to get my daughter out of the area, but that's when I woke up.
Hmm. It's such a beautiful sequel to the other dream, especially how you were talking, like literally use the same words about releasing the snake into the jungle or into the to the grass, or
Yeah,
releasing
yeah,
the spiders into the jungle or
in
the
the forest. Yeah, yeah,
forest,
yeah,
right? So,
And it
yeah.
started at the edge of the forest where you released the spiders before.
right, exactly.
Like that,
Yeah,
it's
maybe I
stuff
didn't really.
everywhere.
I actually hadn't thought of that at all. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
That's the first thing I
Yeah,
picked up on. It's like, oh, it's starting like right where the other one left off, but with
Ex
different symbolism now.
right. His daughter is actually a representation of what the spider and the spider's babies were representing in the previous dream. She's been let
hmm.
out into the world. You know, she's been let
Yeah,
out of your house.
yeah. You could be
Yeah.
right.
And you're definitely afraid of like some snaky guy coming after her and slithering his way into her life.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't think it's you know
Snake just is a representative of a threat, a general threat.
I think it's a representative of threats and dangers I think that she could come upon. Like, I think, you know, drug and alcohol abuse would be my number one fear for my daughter, just for what kind of person she is. She's not very outgoing. She's very closed. She's like, I mean, my background is Latvian. The like she's like the like it's just think of like the quietest Finnish person, like that's how like she is, that's her nature. We always
Really?
my wife always jokes, she's like, we need to visit Finland to find her a husband, because you know she'll say like 5 words in the day, right? So yeah, so I feel, yeah, so I'm actually not worried about guys at all for her. I'm actually worried more about just her, yeah, slipping into, well, and again, like, some of that could be because of my own past too, right? I actually never got in trouble with girls because I had a really strong head on my shoulders, and I was one of the few guys that that didn't have the issues my other friends did, but definitely could easily fall into substance abuse for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So it sounds to me like this is a dream of acceptance.
the weirdest part of the dream again was like, first of all, like the snake, like what, like that's out of the blue again. I'm like, what's going on? Uh, so I thought that was like the funniest part.
Well,
Again, like I haven't watched.
the snakes and the spiders are very universal symbols. They go way back into like, you know,
Yes,
into our reptilian brain. This is
100%.
these are instinctual fears.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And like
so,
snakes, I have even less uh like I have zero fear of snakes. Like I used to pick up snake. I grew up on a farm, so I used to pick up catch garter snakes all the time.
yeah,
Like I have I've no fear of them, but it's, again, it's one of those things where like in my dream, I chose to dream about the biggest snakes, the most dangerous snakes in terms of like physically, like, I can't handle that. Actually, it's really dangerous, right?
Right.
Well, I think that's of note that even like that big python, where it's like, I know what I would have to do, but once it wraps itself around, it's like, no, you're not strong enough to get it off just one man.
Hmm.
But before it wraps itself around you, yeah, you can string it around and you can handle it. But then the Godzilla snake comes and it's like, that's definitely not something I could ever even handle.
Yep.
That was like way bigger. So that's maybe representative of some bigger, whatever fear I have for my daughter. That is something that I could not stop or control if it chose to attack her, but it didn't choose to attack her. It went against the other snakes. So
It's saving her though. It's like this other snake was gonna maybe attack her, but then the bigger snake came and attacked the smaller snake and like saved her.
if the snakes are representative of, let's say, bad influences or evil influences,
Or any kind of danger.
it shows that I have confidence in my daughter that she's going to be okay, um, and that she could be around it and still be okay.
Mhm.
Um, but maybe some bigger, more dangerous dangers are something you really don't want to be close to. So I don't know.
Could be temptation too. It could represent like a temptation.
Yep, 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
But either way, it
Anyway,
sounds like a good ending because she was protected and she was fine. And you had nothing to worry about in the end.
yeah, yeah, I hope so. It's just a dream after all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, you communicated like a feeling of equanimity, of like,
Yes.
acceptance. Like you're like, okay,
Yep.
like these things are threats. They exist out in the world. What can I do about it?
Well, that's always the weirdest part in dreams like this, because really the strangest part in the entire dream, like, is in that second dream, that I would feel that my daughter is fine and okay in that situation. Because 100 times out of 100, if that happens in real life, I am treating that danger very seriously, and I'm running to get my daughter, like, wake up, or like move her, or like, you'd be doing something actively, like instantly, um and again, in that situation, I don't think I would freeze with fear, because I can handle that stuff, right? But um uh so yeah, that's really the strangest part. That's the part where you're like, okay, that's representing something, right? A
Exactly, because
feeling
you
or
could have you
emotion.
could have you could have easily dreamed about your daughter being at a frat party or something, and
Correct.
it would have elicited the same kind of fear in you, but
Correct.
you didn't. Your subconscious gave you a, a symbol that's more universal and like representative of a threat in general, not like a specific
Yep.
thing. And one that's
Yep.
like, one that's kind of ridiculous to you in the context of
Yep.
living in Canada. You know what I mean? A giant python
Yep.
coming, you know what I mean?
100%.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's great dreams. And two, like awesome
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah.
symbols to discuss, like because I think everybody has some, feeling about, some experience with, spiders and snakes.
What,
Great
is that
symbols.
my car?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody has their microphones on, so could be anybody.
I think it was my car. Sorry, guys.
Hmm. Does anybody else have anything else to say about Conrad's dream? Got it.
I mean, it's just kind of cool how one kind of led to the other.
It does like seem like
Yeah.
there's a clear transition or clear progression, right?
Yeah, like you guys pointed out, like again, I didn't until I just read it out to you guys now. I honestly didn't get it as silly as it might sound to you. Like I didn't make the connection of that's where I was thinking of letting off the mama spider and her babies is potentially a very similar setting as to where the next dream started from. But that's definitely of note. Yes.
I think that that's exactly why people used to talk about their dreams more than they do now. It's because, I mean, like when it's your dream, you're this close to it, you can see. And so you
Right.
talk to some other people and you get a little perspective about what's going on. They can see you better than you can see yourself, and
Yeah.
a lot of times. And yeah, so I really appreciate the sharing. It's awesome. I wish I had something to share when I travel, like my dreams you know, kind of go away. Um, but
I'm the same. I haven't since I've been in West Coast here. I haven't remembered a dream. I've also been whatever more cramped on smaller beds too. But so it is the overall effect.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been keeping different hours. Like I didn't get to bed till close to one
Yeah.
o'clock last night because I have a good friend here, my friend Alex. He's this Russian guy that I've actually known now for 20 20 years. Like we were just talking about it, like it's just amazing that we've known each other that long. But he bought a house in my sister's neighborhood a couple of years ago, and right now he's just put it on the market and he's listing it for sale. So he's moving out. But so I spent some time with him uh, this week and my family, and so it's like kill a bunch of birds with a single stone coming down here. But yeah, I
So you're
have been
not
pay
though. Are you talking? You were in Florida, right?
Yeah, I'm still in Florida. I'm in Lake
Oh,
Worth now, or I think I'm in Delray now. I'm not sure. Yeah. Denise and I, we got together a couple days ago, went to the beach, me and my family and Denise and stuff. Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Awesome. How was that?
It was awesome.
It was awesome. It was such a beautiful beach day too. The ocean was perfect.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to be able to do more of that with a larger group, or you know, I don't know. We'll see where this all goes, but
I feel
um
like I got like a little bit more of a tan. Like
oh,
like
I definitely did.
my face is like a little more glowy.
Yeah.
Denise, you definitely look like you got some sun. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like what, a solid 4 or 5 hours in the sun.
Yep. Yep. And you sat out there like a champ, like in the full sun. We had an
Yeah,
umbrella.
came under the shade with the t-shirt on, all like, oh my God, I'm gonna melt. And I'm all like taking it all in.
What part of Florida are you in, Denise? I couldn't remember.
I'm in Central Florida. I'm in Orlando.
Orlando. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
We both
he's,
drove 2 hours to meet each other in the middle.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
the
Yeah.
best beach in Florida was like right halfway between. So like, why not? It's like there's a perfect spot like halfway between
In
Sebastian
at the
Beach.
end of November or end of November, beginning of December for like whatever 4 or 5 days, I'm going to be in Clearwater, Florida with my son and my family for a hockey tournament.
Okay, that's close to Anne and I. Because for me, that's like an hour and a half in one direction, and you probably just 40 minutes from Anne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, depending on the time of day and the traffic, but yeah,
You said
it's not that.
end of October,
Oh.
early November.
End of November, early December.
Oh, wow. I might be able to make it down for that time. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Let us know the dates.
I
Yeah,
will. I will.
get together.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I'll be busy, just with his team, whatever, like watch it. But we're hoping to stay at least an extra day. But the reason for that is because we'll be most my son is going to be in the hotel with the hockey team, and then me and the family are staying with my brother. So my brother settled down there finally, actually. He's older than me, like 13 years older than me, but
He lives
half
in
brother.
Clearwater.
Yeah,
Okay.
in whatever Safety Harbor or something, but yeah, in Clearwater there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna jump off in 5 or 10 minutes or so, but is there anything that anybody else want to share? Any other dream stuff?
I just want to say that I'm gonna be going to the West Coast on Monday for a few days. I have a dear friend who's really sick with cancer.
Hmm.
And so that's really the reason. But I'm also looking forward to visiting places that this is where I used to live. Um, so you probably won't see me next week, but just wanted to let you know.
Hmm.
Oh,
I'm
sorry to
glad
hear about
you're
your friend.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're going out to see her.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's Washington, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just over the bridge from Portland.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who was talking about having a predatory cat? This is like
Well,
3 weeks ago. Somebody said that their cat was catching birds.
I had a
Oh,
I had
that's me.
a I had a I had
That
a
was
cat that used to catch birds.
Yeah, yeah. That my I was talking about my cat. Um,
I
yeah,
just want
catching
to.
birds.
I meant to do this like a few weeks ago, and when we were together. But hang on, let me just grab this thing.
I don't really remember that conversation about the predatory cat.
Yeah, like I mentioned something we were talking about pets. I mentioned something in passing, and then I went into a story about how my cat is like really racking up the kills.
Oh,
And he's very sad right now because he hasn't been outside for whatever, however many days. Like we have someone checking in on the cats and feeding them, but the wife and I decided it's like, no, we can't let him out because then, like, can't the person we have looking after the cats, they can't stay there for hours waiting until he comes home, and then it just gets difficult, right? So he's been moping about, wondering why he's been imprisoned,
what
probably. So unfortunately, so
do you
Anyway, this
got?
is
Yeah, what
a
do you got
bib.
there, Anne? Yeah,
Bib. This is like a rectangle shape,
yeah.
Oh.
and it goes around
Oh,
their. So it's like flops under their chin, and it sort of makes it difficult for those front legs to effectively. It interferes with their ability to pounce.
got it.
It's totally undignified for a cat,
Yes.
but it is a way. I mean, I used to put this on Luna, and she looks quite silly in it actually, but she tolerates it. It just
hmm.
interferes with the predatory behavior.
So why would I want to stop my cat from doing all that stuff?
Yeah, what's the purpose?
Well, I like birds.
Oh.
Matter if you don't mind.
I like birds too. I like birds too. So and like I don't ask that out of any malice or anything, Anne. And trust me when I say, like, because I remember when I was telling the story, I think I mentioned, I was like, I couldn't believe it. It killed leopard killed a chickadee, and chickadee is the last bird I want him to kill. Like, it's and again, I don't really want him to kill any of the birds because I'm like, whatever, like robins, kill worms. It's no harm, no foul, whatever. Like, it's, if there's any bird I wanted my cat to kill, it'd be a Canada goose because they shit all over the place and they don't provide anything for us. But anyway, that's another story. But but in the end, it's just nature, right? In my opinion, in my humble opinion, it's just natural course, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, like most house cats have been bred enough that they lose a lot of these like wild instincts, but this cat, he's old school. And
Does he eat the bird then?
He didn't for the longest time eat anything. He
Like
would
as well.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, he would just catch it, play with it, and bring it either half dead or dead. But recently, he had eaten half of a mouse the one time because we were really looking at that carefully because just to make sure he didn't get sick or and he was good. He was fine afterward. So I was surprised. Um, so yeah, like it is one of those things where like a domestic cat, again, you don't have the enzymes or bacteria sometimes to still be able to process, raw fresh kill like that. Even fresh, it's like you can, you know,
Yeah.
we would throw up, right? Like, because we wouldn't be able to handle it, right? So, but I don't know. It's his natural thing. Um, you know, it. I'll put it to you this way: only the fastest birds survive around our house. That is fine by me.
Name Cheetah.
Sorry,
You said his name was Cheetah.
leopard actually,
Oh,
leopard.
leopard. Leopard.
Yeah, and you know what? We named him Leopard way before he ever went outside. But it was such an appropriate name, like right in his wheelhouse, because what is a leopard as a big cat known for? What does he do better than any other cat?
Yeah. Chase.
Climb trees.
Oh,
And leopard, he literally hunts some of these birds by he'll climb a tree and he'll like dive bomb them as they like go under the tree. Fucking genius, man. Like, I'm telling you, he is like
he's an apex
he's
predator.
he's he's an apex predator. He's no joke.
Crazy.
And he looks so small and cute otherwise. Yeah.
Growing up, the cat and the dog that we had growing up, um, the cat was like just he was so mean. He attacked everything. Um, I'm not the biggest cat fan because of the cat we had. He
Yeah.
liked everybody but me. I don't know. He would always maybe because he wasn't allowed in my room. Like my cat nor my dog were allowed in my room. And so he just liked to mess with me all the time. And when I would walk in the door, he would come up behind me and just like scratch my calves and my legs all the time. He was a pain. But he was always attacking all the birds in the neighborhood to the point when they got older, anytime the dog would go outside, all the birds would attack the dog just to get back at the cat. And the dog's like, "What did I do? It's not my fault." It was just like this whole funny thing. Yeah,
Hmm.
he attacked all the birds and all the birds attacked the dog because of the cat.
Do you still have your predatory cat, Anne? Are you still trying to, you know,
Oh, well,
calm
they
him?
don't go outside. No, it's not an issue. I can't really let them outside here. So, I mean, I have a lanai here,
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yep.
and that has to do for them. So, not an
Gotcha.
issue.
Gotcha.
In the end, Anne, I'll put it this way. However, like whatever my morals or feelings are about what the cat is doing, if it's something he really loves to do and it's part of his nature, uh, and it's not hurting me personally, then I would feel bad trying to restrict him from that.
Hmm.
I think that's my real feeling, Like we already restrict a lot of our pets' natural behaviors. And this is one where it's like, you know what? More than half the time, it's rodents, which I love that he keeps under control, right? You know, most of his victims are mice, 12 mice this year so far, and two voles.
Hmm.
We keep a count. So so I started keeping a count. It's morbid anyway, but I shouldn't do it, but I do. Anyway, I have fun with it. But that's in the end, that's it. Like it's what? It's nature. It's not hurting me. It's something he loves to do, and he's very proud of it. And I feel like he's trying to give back to us because he always proudly brings it to us, brings it back to his mommy and daddy, and probably mostly his mommy, and needs pets afterward. And he feels like very like he's contributing to the community. He's contributing to his family. I feel he feels that, so,
Doing
I
his
can only
part.
be proud of him. I can try to coach him and say, like, let's stick to the mice and don't do the songbirds, But anyway, it's a cat still.
True dad. Well, that was really awesome. I'm glad you brought that dream along, Conrad.
Thank you.
And it's good to see everybody. Yeah. I've been like kind of MIA the last week or two, and I've been kind of sorting things out. I've spent a lot of time painting and kind of figuring out how I'm going to connect my art to the Dream School, and I'm kind of like closing in on how I'm going to do that, and I'm excited. But things will start picking up again pretty soon. So, um, not that we only dropped one day anyway, but it feels like a month has gone by. But yeah, I'm going to get back to the family. Thank
Say
you,
hi to the
everybody.
kids for me. They were so much fun.
I will absolutely. You want to say hi to them?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll see if they're right outside. You guys chat for a minute.
They're so cute. See if I have let me pull up the picture.
Okay, now you can tell us that. No, oh, James is back. Okay.
There's
Oh,
Oh, that's cool. Nice
Hey
photo.
Ben,
Hi,
how are you?
good.
Good to see you. You remember me, right?
Uh, peanut butter? What, the peanut butter? Yeah.
Peanut butter?
The, so we were on the beach?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
We went boogie boarding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun.
I remember that face anywhere.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's
The
funny.
headset looks pretty cool on you.
Really?
You look
I
all pro.
never. What?
You look all pro, like professional.
Well, I am a professional in gaming, so yeah.
So this is the rest of the crew. If you want to say hi to everybody else.
Hello.
Hello.
You look just like your dad. That's a compliment.
Me? I look just like my
Yeah.
dad. My mom tells me I look like her, mostly.
He has his moments. He has expressions where he looks like his dad, and he has.
When I was born, I looked like my dad a lot, but when I get older, I look like my mom more. So when I'm like 10, you would say I would look like my mom a lot.
And maybe when you're in your 20s, like a really old man, then you're going to look like your dad again more.
Maybe.
Like a really old man.
Really
20?
old man, yeah.
Yeah.
That's two
Is
times
that
older than
is
my.
that old, Ben? Is 20 old? Is 20
No,
like
40 still pretty very young.
I
Thank
like
you.
kid?
Until
Your
you're
dad is teaching you
you're
well.
over
Very good.
60-year-old,
Yeah,
I would say.
that makes sense.
Cool, guys. Well, thanks so much. We'll see you in a couple of, well, no, we'll see you next week. I'm going to try to get Saturday. I'm going to try to be on Saturday morning, but I can't promise anything. So right
All right,
now,
Ben, say hi to your mom and your sister for me.
Okay.
all right.
See ya.
See you guys. Thanks a
Bye.
lot. See you next time.
Bye.
Have a great time with the
Bye.
family, James.